and by we I mean you, have been working on something called the Verified Giving Protocol. And George, you call it the shipping container moment for digital donations. What is this Verified Giving Protocol, VGP, and why did you create it?
So Verified Giving Protocol is my attempt at saying like, hey, can we please organize how data is being transferred? The problem essentially is that every new shadow donation page, be it shady or not shady, that is created creates yet another area where a nonprofit will have to go and chase down their data. Yes, they'll get the money, but it's an anonymous gift. There's not the capacity for that information to have been passed through normally what all roads seem to go through is PayPal Giving Fund. Dollars go through, the data kind of stop at some sort of waypoint along the way, which you can totally just go and get access to. We see go get access to it. Like you're gonna have to log into like 7 different places and then manually pull it out and then manually push it back into your own data set. Or sometimes there's ways of, guess what, paying to integrate. But that solution can't possibly continue because I imagine there's only going to be more and more of these like intermediaries allowing people to donate to any cause, including yours, because it's not illegal. Add to that the rise of AI agents and AI giving. If we just assume that an AI agent just is like code for a thing that goes, runs around, does stuff on the internet, or talks to other computers independently of that person based on a request they sent. Let's say it goes to your donation page. There's so many things that may interrupt, confuse, or get in the way of that action as it runs around and does it. So I feel as though there is an inevitable, someone's going to make it, and I just want it to be a nonprofit trusted network that owns and operates it. It's going to make a donation agent, essentially, that can route money to wherever. Right now, you could technically build it with PayPal Giving, but you will run into the same problem of data not being passed, just anonymous dollars flowing in. Just to make this point, because sometimes I listen to many podcasts and they speak arbitrarily about this data that you speak of, and it's like, what? Pot of gold. I want to be very specific. If you don't have the permission to communicate, thank, and reach out to a donor who gave you money willingly because they cared in the moment, if you don't have that, you actually don't get the chance to ask them again. There is a 20% chance, on average, 1 in 5 donors will come back to give to you the second year, all things being equal. Okay, so your lifetime donor value just dropped by that 1 in 5 amount. What's more, the recurring after that tends to be 1 out of 2 donors come back after about those 2 years. So you are literally losing money. So when I say data, think about it as lifetime customer value, lifetime donor value being deleted, removed, unless you run around downloading these little pots of data everywhere you go. Okay, I'm trying to make the point of that problem. What if, though, the Verified Giving Protocol, what if there was a way to route not just the dollars, right, that transactional ID, the transactional credit card payment processing tokens and things like that, but also the data with the permission of the user to the designated endpoint, the little home base of the nonprofit's designation. So let's say you work with Fundraise Up. You're like, I love what their tools do. They have great automatic follow-ups. Well, in the protocol, you would find that, the endpoint is going to the API of Fundraise Up that has now adopted the protocol's standards, can route it to the ID of your nonprofit, and guess what? Here is a package that not just includes some anonymous money from a magical place, but also the data package, the information of the donor that was, with their permission, passed along to you in a secure routing way. And that would allow the nonprofit to receive it. Yes, there's going to be increased amounts of donations, and maybe it's some sort of version of AI sending donations. Maybe who knows what comes, but as long as that protocol is in place, you give the power back to the nonprofit to choose where to route their dollars and data.